Hello everybody and welcome back to Steve on Steve Plays Crisis in the Kremlin. So the last episode was a bit boring, but we did manage to get all of Africa into our camp, which is great. Hopefully we'll be able to get a bit more progress in this video. We're gonna do the nuclear weapons in space thing soon, which hopefully will hurt America. But yes, let's continue with it. We continue subsidizing countries all over the world, and hopefully we'll soon be able to stop subsidizing some in Africa because they're getting quite high development. So, with any luck, that will stop soon. We're supporting a revolution in Bolivia and some Central American nations, which is going fine for us. America is still stable, which is annoying. They're declining slowly. Leader's case. Comrade, we have something to discuss. Your health, as you can see, is not great, and our system can change significantly after your death, while nobody can guarantee that your cult of personality will remain. Do you have an idea how to evade it? Don't worry, I'll rule forever. That basically increases like the cult of personality levels, which is fine. Unseen strengthening of cult of personality began in the USSR. Songs about ruler are sung everywhere, he's glorified in history, monuments are being built, cities and villages are named after him. He became new great communists like Marx and Lenin. That's great. Yeah, that's fine. Anti-alcohol campaign, sure, extra money is always good. America's Contra, this is good. I shouldn't have been... In the last episode I started funding revolutionaries in Nicaragua, but I shouldn't have because this negates it. War in Nicaragua continues for a few years, where government loyal to us fight with USA-sponsored rebels. War made a great damage to the country, and we can't act openly because of the close USA border. Maybe we should increase our aid to the government. We will increase the aid. Using volunteers from USSR and Cuba and our weapons, the government in Nicaragua defeated the rebels. The Iran-Contra affair also played a huge role in this conflict. So now, Nicaragua is in our thing. Honduras is also flipped, so we will continue subsidizing them. И не будет на свете силы, которая нас победит. Good song. The punishing sort of revolution. Today we received a public initiative in the form of a letter. Authors suggested to remember revolutionary times by removing the KGB from the party's control and giving you specifically the direct control over it, whilst also giving the KGB right to monitor CPSU members despite their position. They think that it was a way to defeat corruption and bureaucracy, but even if you wanted, will you be able to pass this initiative? This basically makes the country into what a lot of idiots think Stalinist Russia was, which is basically him as this immortal god who had this complete control over everybody's lives and fates, which was obviously untrue, but this is basically what we're about to do, and I will accept. So the KGB is now independent of the party and is now under our jurisdiction entirely, so we have now the most solid control, I'd say, of the country that we had. Everything is quiet. Good. Alright, so we have 3,000 points. Let's go and do nuclear weapons in space. I think this does a separate event. I'm not sure if I remember correctly. Let's see, we can remove subsidies from Côte d'Ivoire. What about you? We can anybody else getting subsidized here? Remove subsidies from Cameroon. Remove subsidies for CAR. Oh, Central African Republic. Yeah, that was a bit silly of me. So, Gabon is still getting subsidies. Congo doesn't need them anymore. Zaire doesn't need them anymore. I think that's Central Congo, or the Republic of Congo now. Okay, so who needs subsidies? So the only one that I'm still subsidizing in Africa is Gabon, which is fine. Now we can start subsidizing them in South Africa. South America. Subsidize Paraguay. Bolivia should flip next turn. That's fine, we can afford all of this. Ooh, let's subsidize Suriname. Subsidize Costa Rica, Guatemala, Salvador, Belize. What about you? Jamaica. Nuclear weapons in space, that's the event. Nuclear weapons in space broke the international convention and shocked the West. They demand to remove the weapons from orbit in the name of world peace. If it is for the peace. No, of course not. Let them fear us. The West calls the current situation the new Caribbean crisis. Refusal of the world led to the rise in world tension. I don't care, man. We're strong and powerful. No one can stop us. I sound like a Bond villain. The Arab Spring. Oh my God, China left Comic-Con. Oh, that's bad. Relations with them should increase soon, so we should be able to invite them back in. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. I think we should increase spending in diplomacy. Oh my God, China's starting to hate us. Where's diplomacy? Diplomatic missions. Let's put it on like, what, 330? That should help. I hope. Yes, 82, excellent. Oh, thank God. Welcome back to Comic-Con, comrades. That was a close one. Those nuclear weapons sure did piss off a lot of people. How's America doing? Oh my God, their army power collapsed. I guess that's because we have like the nuclear monopoly now, which is weird because why can't we invade them now? Because we have nuclear weapons in space. We basically completely own the nuclear scene. But okay, this finally looks like they are finally on their last legs. I keep saying that for the past like what 5 episodes. They're persistent, but this should actually do it. Arabic Spring, oh my god, this is the event I've been waiting for. After the things that the Arabs did to us back in the 80s, we just have to strike back. Advisors suggest one of the following actions for victory. Finance left opposition, begin armed invasion from our allied lands, raise the opposition, and begin armed invasion from our allied lands. I'm going to choose that, and that is amazing. During our smooth actions, Arabic Spring was successful. Whole Arabian Peninsula is with us now. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? The entire Arabic Peninsula, basically most of the Middle East except parts of the Levant, are within our sphere. Look at that, they're all Comic-Con, and the Yemen is united again. Look at that, all of Africa. Oh my god, look at South America. This is beautiful. America really should not last much longer. Yep, let's finish up with these lovely subsidies for some of these nations. Yeah, we're subsidizing like all of Central and South America, which is okay. I mean, somebody's got to do it, and the capitalists sure weren't doing it. Yeah, Belize should flip at some point. We're losing a lot of money on these subsidies. They are expensive. But that's okay, look at that. All of South America and all of Africa is red. It's beautiful. Oh, look at that. America should topple any moment. Yes, come on, any second now. Just a little bit. Liberalization in China. This is an event that yeah, this is my fault. Because China left the Warsaw Pact, they can have a civil war, which is this. And this is a very interesting event chain, actually, because I'll explain it in a second. After the beginning of the students' manifestations on Tiananmen Square, during which protests were made against the rise of corruption, illegal entrepreneurs, deals, parties, apparatus, and the democratization of administration, Deng Xiaoping, under pressure of officials, protesters in Western society, retired. And the whole Politburo and Communist Central Committee retired. During the CPC Congress, Zhao Ziyang saved the position of General Secretary, but also gave his supporters a place in the party. Then a program of acceleration and economic and political reforms was declared. The year ended with complete de-Maoization. His rulership was admitted to be strictly negative. Basically, China is no longer the People's Republic of China. We can condemn China for betraying Marxists, we can condemn China for leaving socialists, we'll condemn them for betraying Marxists because that's the harshest one. Soviet Union officially accused China of revisionism and betraying Marxism. Yep. Now China still in Comic-Con? Okay, that's weird. That should change. Free elections in PRC, this is it. After liberalization in China, Zhao Ziyang was appointed president of the PRC, but the situation still destabilizes. After another wave of protests, the government had to organize first free elections in China. So, we can't do these because these are useless, but this is a really amazing one. Actively support pro-Soviet forces. This starts a civil war in China. We gave our secret support to the Maoists, Communists, and other pro-Soviet forces. During the elections, they gained a large number of places, but is it enough? This should start a civil war pretty soon, if it hasn't started immediately. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Come on, America. Just one last little pip of army power to knock off, and it'll be peachy. Who can I stop subsidizing? No, I can't stop subsidizing anybody. That's like ruining my economy. But we've got tons of money. We'll manage. Come on, America. Just a bit more. Oh. Well. So we reached 1996, and as such, we win the game because we survived. So that's not the victory I'm going for, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to finish the victory, but I'm going to read this out. And now the year 1996 has come, a year when we can celebrate our victory, a crucial moment which we've been through and after which the living must become easier and happier. But how much have we done by this time? The West is coming to its final collapse, yeah, almost there, and our Soviet camp is expanding worldwide. We've managed to save and protect the achievements of the Soviet power, the number of fraternal republics has increased, we built a state of repression. Yeah, cool. We'll continue because I just want to see America collapse because they're so close. I just want to see it happen. Come on, America, just a bit more. Okay, these subsidies are gonna kill me. We're subsidizing far too many people. Okay, we don't need to subsidize Honduras anymore. Do you all need subsidies still? It's a bit annoying. Yeah, that's okay. So, agriculture, science stuff. Let's do weapon increasing because why not? Massive assault theory too. Everything's quiet. Come on, America. Come on. I feel that you can collapse any moment now. Come on. Our reserve is healthy, amazingly. So weird. The Chinese Civil War hasn't happened. Maybe they changed that. Maybe they patched it in one of the updates. But usually, like a large part of it will splinter off, and you have to do like support and stuff. Weird that it didn't happen. Maybe I did something to avoid it. I'm not sure. It is weird. Is there something that we can... no, not sure. Oh, this is amazing. So basically, yeah, the last American pip has fallen. This is very important. This is the most important game event. The United States of America are before great changes. Old parties completely lost their popularity and new movements are ready to take power. Under the pressure of mass demonstrations, unplanned elections are going to take place. Old parties are going to unite and make a famous millionaire Donald Trump their candidate, whose campaign promises to make America great again. Their opponent is Ronald Ernest Paul, who promises to restore constitutional norms and freedoms and to remove wiretappings and breaking human rights. Paul is ready to renew foreign policy by exiting all military organizations, including NATO, and stabilizing the economy. This is very, very important. We will use any methods to support Ronald Paul. This is going to be very expensive, but this must be done. If he wins, we'll be very, very successful. Yes! U.S. presidential elections were won by an opposition candidate, Ronald Ernest Paul. His first actions were cancellation of all wiretappings, reducing rights of the CIA, and ensuring the constitutional rights of the population. Then he reduced the state apparatus, prosecuted lots of old politicians for breaking the human rights, and realized the effective exit of USA from all military organizations, including NATO. The old regime has fallen, and it's time for change and for rebuilding the politics of the founding fathers. So if we look here, USA have fallen. If we look here, DEFCON level X, USA have fallen. Look at that. America, it's UN, it's no longer NATO. This is amazing. There's just a few more things that need to happen, and NATO will fall apart, and that would be like the official victory. Yeah, we'll have comprehensive cooperation with... So wait, can we start invading people? Let's see, military invasion. What is the necessary stuff? USA have fallen, so yeah. Oh my god! We can actually start doing stuff now. Okay, I'm gonna stop subsidizing all these people because we don't need to. Because our only point of subsidizing them was to make America fall, and America has fallen. Most of them are already really high development, so they should be fine. Yes, America has fallen, now we can spend all of our money on invading people. And by invading people, I mean spreading communism, obviously. Let's see, our money is fine, we should be able to cope with a bunch of invasions. So, we can invite Iceland to Comic-Con, just by doing this. Huh. That was pretty simple. Alright. Can we start financing communism? Oh, we can, because the USA has left NATO. Yes, I forgot about this. So this is a very important part. We start financing communism in a bunch of these countries, and all of the NATO countries that are left except Britain, including Ireland, because why not, even though it's not part of NATO. We will start financing communism in all these countries, and that basically means that they will have communist revolutions, which will let us make them leave NATO, which is the final victory in the game. Also, we'll finance communism in Luxembourg. We'll finance communism in the FRG, which makes them unite with the GDR, which is great. With Austria and Switzerland, since they're not part of NATO, there's like a separate thing you can do. You can give them civil aid to Austria and military aid, and you can just invite them to the Comic-Con. So that's cool. Switzerland is a bit different. You can do military pressure, financial support, and this thing called free trade, and they become your friend, which is cool. And then there's the rest of... We'll have to wait for a few turns for that to all become communistic. And now we can do a bunch of invasions. For example, we can invade Japan. Just like that. So very simple. Just casually invade Japan. Love it. We can make Korean unification. There's a button here, you won't see it because of the camera, but it says unification. Korea is united, and we'll invite them to Comic-Con. And look at that. United Korea. Beautiful. We can give civil aid and military aid to Australia. Invite them to Comic-Con. Do the same for New Zealand. See, as soon as America falls, everything clicks into place. It's domino theory is probably an accurate way of representing it. Okay, we conquered Indonesia. Let's do the same for... Let's see how much money we're gonna spend on that. Yeah, we like wasted all of our money. So we're gonna have to cut like all diplomatic spending. That was a bit silly of me. It's a great victory, our great victory, but now when the USA is out from the foreign politics for the next few decades, we still have to deal with their former allies. That's a job for the RAF and their comrades who are called terrorists by the West. These people are ready to destroy all our main opponents and give us foundation to spread communism in Europe. Only thing they want is resources, finances, and weapons. Of course. Oh, we don't need their help. No. Oh well. Fair enough, but we're still spreading communism in NATO countries, which, I mean, in Europe, which is great. How much money do we have now? We've kind of wasted all of our reserve on those invasions. Let's do a bit more invasions. We can make Taiwan reunite with China, which is fine. We invade Malaysia. I like Malaysia, but we have to invade it. Thailand. So now all of Southeast Asia is in Europe. Oh, what's that? This is one blue speck. Is that like Britain or Portugal or something? Huh. Everything is quiet. Let's see how much money are we making. Okay, we're good in terms of money. Let's invade Bangladesh. Let's invade Pakistan. And look at that. Basic all of Asia. Oh, no. Let's get rid of those terrorists, finally. Wait, what? What is this? Why can't I invade Israel? What? That's weird. Okay, let's invade Lebanon, anyway. Can we not invade Israel? Weird, but okay. Invade Cyprus, because why the hell not? Oh, look at that flag of Turkey, I love it. Alright, so now we'll wait a few turns, making tons of money. Let's see, so yeah, now you see communist power is slowly growing in Europe, which is cool. It's a bit slow, but that's fine. Why can't we invade? Yes, there we go, finally. Now if you look at that, all of Asia, all of Africa, and all of Central and South America are communist. All that remains is the imperialist powers in Europe. So let's go. Everything is quiet, we're so close to victory. And it's annoying that we couldn't do it before the actual game ended, but that's okay. We can live with it. I can. Yep, we spent a few turns. Let's see how communism is growing in Europe. Yep, it's already at 20 in most places, which is fine. Very good. Let's wait a few more turns. Just skipping turns. No, let's do some science stuff. Modernization of carrier rockets. Why the hell not? Anti-alcohol campaign. Of course, we want to get rid of alcohol. This is all good. Let's see. 36 power almost. When they become 50 power, we can start making them leave NATO. And then they will have the actual final victory, which will be glorious. More science. Neutron warheads. That sounds fun. Why the hell not? Yeah, let's see. At 50 yet? Yes! Look at that. Leave NATO. 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 Sweden isn't in NATO, so we can't make them leave, so we have to make them wait until they're something. Until they're 70, I think, to invite them to Comic-Con, which is okay. Yeah, until they're 70. Let's see, we will make FRG leave NATO, and we'll make them unite with the GDR. Oh, look at that, it looks so sexy. United Germany at last. The true Germany, the German Democratic Republic. Beautiful. Victory! This is the real victory. Now when the Great October Revolution got to Europe, as Marx predicted, we boldly declared our hegemony on all the planet. In Great Britain, where the old government retired and the new one was formed by the Labour Party, soon began to speak out about the end of confrontation. Soviet-British conference was held in London, where NATO was finally dissolved, Britain declared its military neutrality, and labourers began to organise the Society of Global Welfare. British Prime Minister and you, shaking each other's hands in the face of the whole world, admitted the long-awaited end of the Cold War. It's a great achievement, but the scenario was ended in 1995. Yeah, sadly we're 2 years a bit too late, but we did win. So now if we look at the world map, it looks beautiful. There's no more blue blobs. We can make Canada sock reform, so Canada's now, that's a beautiful flag, I love it. Canada's now in Comic-Con. If we look at some of the flags, oh no. Basically, if I want to, I can wait for a few more turns and start adding them to Comic-Con, which I think I will do, because why not? Yeah, I might as well. The game is over, we've won, but I just want to see how they all look in Comic-Con. I want to see Europe red. Yes. Yes, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's a very appropriate song. Oh. There's nothing I can do with... sadly, I don't think there's anything you can do with the UK and France in the Stalinist playthrough, but I think there's some kind of other options. Look at that, the whole world is red except for America, France, and Britain. Which were the main imperialist powers, I suppose. And let's look at the flags, and look at them, they're beautiful communist flags. Oh, the Greek one is great. And the Dutch one is pretty simple, and I love it. This was a good series. I really enjoyed it, it was really fun. Nothing makes me happier than crushing imperialism, spreading the true immortal science of Marxism-Leninism. It's a bit of a long series, I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry for the past few episodes saying that it's going to end any moment, but finally it did end, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and leave any comments in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you for whatever the hell it is that I will play next. Bye bye.